Communication about organisational change can be inadequate, or so global that an individual doesn't feel truly included. Employee behaviour might therefore change for the worse. Organisations can more effectively manage change and avoid insider threat if they consider the different audiences within their workplace and tailor communication in line with their needs. Here, we present 7 typologies found in past research. Watchful followers are alert to and wary about change. Whilst they previously felt in sync with the organisation, following change they feel increasingly disconnected, and failure to acknowledge transition can sow seeds of distrust. While not likely to form an active threat, watchful followers may passively withdraw effort and investment in their role, which may escalate in severity. Leaders should listen to their concerns and acknowledge their emotions, which are likely to include surprise and shock. Leaders can explain the reasons why change is necessary and keep them actively involved in the process. Concerned loyalists perceive a disconnect between different parts of the organisation about what needs to change and why. There is little risk of active insider threat from this group since they raise their concerns. However, passive risk can arise if they feel their concerns are unheeded and so they withdraw. Time needs devoted to working out whether this category is voicing a genuine difference or whether this is about shifts in power dynamics. Individuals in this group could form the basis of an interdepartmental task force on organisational change to create dialogue and resolve conflict around new objectives. Identity shifters feel a disconnect between their work identity and new organisational requirements. For example, this could be related to core training being superseded by something new. Risk can arise through their moral disengagement, characterised by cynicism, frustration, fear, or anger. Negative reactions may be related to a perceived loss of status. Communication needs to emphasise how changes enhance this role. If this group do comply with changes, they should be encouraged to mentor other staff. Such a strategy sends an important signal of respect for their skills and helps to motivate their ongoing development. Trusters are receptive to the need for change. There is a fit between their personal goals and those of the organisation. They are engaged in change processes and offer their ideas on how best to meet the organisation's new needs. These individuals are unlikely to be insider threats. However, managers should continue dialogue with these employees and anticipate issues that might cause them conflict or challenge. Trusters could be appointed change champions to lead employee forums on change and feed back concerns to management from across the organisation. Change the Tops view change as a consequence of an organisation's top management. Insider threat can arise through active retaliation against new problem leaders who are seen to lack integrity or competence, or passively when they remain silent on colleague misconduct. Emphasis should be given on communicating the case for change to this group, while showing what endures from the past. Attention must be devoted to breaking down any us and them divide. Change the Tops could be included on management committees to increase transparency around the change process, new leaders, and to encourage buy-in for the new direction. Angry distrusters arise from a change that thwarts an important personal goal. They may have unrealistic expectations, badly managed by leaders. They are likely to feel morally justified in undertaking actions that recover what they perceive is owed to them. This group presents the highest risk of active insider threat, and they are vulnerable to exploitation from others. Angry distrusters are likely to be isolated from their workgroup, which hinders efforts to discern their threat. Identify those who still have a constructive dialogue with this group to understand their position, and be open to apologising for perceived injustices. Care is required to avoid creating a wider angry distruster group through colleagues watching their mistreatment. Apathetic employees are likely to be long-serving and previously loyal. They now see no synergy between their own goals and those of the organisation. They may have been angry distrusters in the past, but now perceive there is simply no point remaining in the organisation for their pension, for example. This group is likely to withdraw. Their disengagement is noted by others and become the norm if left unchallenged. The tarnishing of an otherwise impeccable legacy is a lever that might help re-engage this group. Encourage these individuals to form part of team-level task forces on organisational change. For more resources coming out of the Counterproductive Workplace Behaviour Project, funded by CREST, go to the CREST website at www.crestresearch.ac.uk/CWB.